Hi, welcome to a new episode of my Monday Musings. So, today I want to talk about what if you don't like to sit down and meditate? Because everybody talk about meditation is so great and it centers you and grounds you, relaxes you, la 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 la. But some of you would say, I cannot meditate. I don't like meditation. Can I do something else? I mean, I love the benefits, but how am I going to get into it? So I think it's very valid, and a lot of people I know just doesn't seems to be able to meditate, even though a lot of people say how great it is. My sense of this is that sometimes you're meditating without even knowing, because what it is essentially is to quiet your mind. You relax, but you also concentrate in maybe your breath, maybe how your body is feeling, and basically try to let go of the chatter in the mind. So super beneficial, no doubt, but I also get that some of you would just say, I just can't meditate, there's something else I can do. Yes, there is. So for me, these are the alternatives I have used, or I have advised other people, and I have also gathered information from around. And I hope they are useful for you, because this is Monday Musings, right? So you may find it even funny. I don't know. But I hope that helps, because I know the frustration when someone say, please meditate, it's really good. And you say, I can't do it. So not all hope is lost. So first of all, I find this really helpful for me. On a day that I just couldn't sit down and do this, is shower with essential oil. So what does it mean is, what I like to do is I just put a few drops on the floor, like a few drops on in the shower. So when you start the shower, the hot water and the steam just kind of work with the essential oil, so that the aroma comes through. So I love that. So that's my little ritual for the shower. Or you can, if it is a bath, you may put Epsom salt or essential oil, whatever the smell, the scent, definitely the sacred scent really will help you to get into that place where it's a bit meditative. So for me, long hot shower with essential oil or bath, that really helps me to ground myself. I know they're not the same thing, but we talk about alternatives here that I think it will still help you for that purpose. And I know that my dear friend Sal talks about how essential oil, when you smell it, it's like meditation in that second. And it is true, because it grounds you, get into the place where you're no longer thinking about what you worry about, because you're so taken away by the scent. So they are sacred scents. So I love essential oil. So try that, the bath and the shower with essential oil. So definitely gardening can be very, very useful in that sense. If that takes your mind away, you're putting your hands in the soil, it really helps you and grounds you, and it's a great way to connect to the Mother Earth. So gardening is a great thing to do if meditation is not for you. So if you're ever gardener and you just can't sit in meditation, that's okay. That's your go-to place, Another thing I found very amazing is that, I don't know, have you tried ceramics, where you put the clay in the middle of the wheel, and then when you paddle, and sometimes you don't get centered. It's actually a little thing that you have to learn and get used to, and so you can get the clay centered. If you have done ceramics, you know what I'm talking about. It takes a bit of effort and concentration to get into the center, so then you can really start going with your ceramics. So I found that highly meditative, especially when you're looking in the wheel and then you're doing the centering and then pulling the thing. I found it like super meditative, and I loved it when I was younger, when I was doing a lot of ceramics. So that could be something for you to explore, as in taking a class in ceramics. It's actually really fun. Coloring is another one that lots of people start to use, because again, it's taking your mind off, because you're busy drawing and choosing colors. So coloring is great, especially coloring in mandala. That's very meditative for me. So I like that. Walking in nature is considered to be moving meditation. So going to Coles and Woolies doesn't count. So you have to walk somewhere that maybe with nature, or at least not full of people and traffic, right? I mean, depends where you live, but you try your best to walk somewhere where you can have a quiet time. I think that's really helpful. So, in Japanese, there's this forest bathing, which is, we walk in the forest, but it's actually like meditation in the forest. So forest bathing. Here we go. So that's another way. Now, some other people told me they love cooking. The act that you chop the vegetables, it's meditative and really calming. So if you enjoy cooking, that could be your jam. And actually, you know the saying about sometimes we need to just keep chop wood, carry water, because it's like sort of a mindless activity, but really keeps you going. And actually, it's just a training. I think the chop wood piece and chopping vegetable is equivalent to compare, because I do find chopping vegetables can be quite calming. I'm not a big fan of cooking, but I do like chopping vegetables, so that's something to think about. Another one is box breathing. I don't know when you learned about this. You know, in yoga classes, we often talk about yoga itself could be a really great way to start your meditation practice, because after you move your body, when you sit down for a few breaths, so often that becomes a very good starting point for meditation. So if you normally can't meditate, that could be a really great way to get into it. And then you may learn about the box breathing, which is, you close one nostril, you breathe in, and then you breathe on the other nostril. So, look it up, box breathing. Many different breathing techniques actually help you to get into that meditative state. So, check it out if that's your thing. Because I do think that if you're focusing on your breath and your breathing, it's hard to think about, what's my shopping list? It's just too much. So try that out. And so I have planned a few things for you to try if you say that the conventional meditation doesn't work for you. But these are all great things to calm your nerves, center yourself, ground yourself, whatever suits you. So try them out. And so when someone say, have you tried meditation? You can say, I can't meditate, but I can do this. So I hope they are useful. And these are all very helpful practices for mindfulness practice. So, pick one or two and have fun with it. So I hope you enjoyed today's Monday Musing, and I will talk to you again next week.